Giovanni's up next in Denver. Giovanni, welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Thank you. How are you doing today?
We're doing great. How can we help?
Great. So I just made a horrible financial decision. I leased a car, and now I'm $17,000 in debt.
Yikes.
And I'm a full-time student. Thankfully, I'm on full ride scholarship. They pay for food, housing, and books, everything.
Nice.
I work 3 jobs. I'm a videographer, an editor, and an assistant producer.
Awesome. What's your income doing all that?
It really depends on me and how many hours I work, but usually it's just around $2,000 a month.
Okay. And that's like if you're busting it, or is that just an average if you're doing your normal thing?
That's just it. If I'm just doing my normal thing.
Okay.
What's the payment on the lease?
It's $300, and then insurance is like around $400.
Yipes.
Ouch. So your $700 a month is an expense, and you're making $2 on a decent month.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have any other expenses? Any other debt?
No. I don't have any college debt, or I have $100 in debt of a credit card, but I'll cover that.
Well, A1 is just let's pay that off. Let's
Yeah.
cut up the cards and say no more. We're using Giovanni's money and not the bank's.
Okay.
So that's an easy start. That's a quick win you can do as soon as you're off this call.
And I want you to remember the pain of this moment, Giovanni. I want you to remember how you feel right now, which is like, dude, I just screwed myself big time. Because this moment right here is what's going to make you not go back into debt, hopefully ever again, right?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so we're going to get ourselves out of this thing, and there is a way to do it depending on the terms that you sign. Do you know what the car is worth?
Yeah, on Kelly Blue Book, it's like worth, what, $8,000, $9,000?
It's only worth $8,000 and you owe
paid
17?
Yeah, it's a 2000. So I leased a used car.
You leased
How
a
much
used?
do you owe? Like what's on the lease?
So I bought it for $11,000, and then there's this finance charge of $5,000.
Okay, you had mentioned 17 earlier.
Well,
Yeah,
13
so
and
together
5.
it's 17.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, shoot.
All right. Have you found out the early buyout amount from the lender?
No, I haven't called about that yet.
Okay, that would be your next piece of homework to find out is what it would cost to buy yourself out of this lease. And then based on what the car is actually worth, that gives you a kind of number to go, all right, either I'm underwater on this thing, in which case it would be the only time we would tell you, hey, go down to your local credit union and get a small loan to cover the difference so that you're able to pay that car off. And now at least we have a $4,000 loan instead of a $11,000 loan.
So how it works, would I just sell the car first and use that money, or get the title in my hands first?
You're going to need the title in hand. But you can't do that until you won't have a clean title until the car is paid off. So you need to pay it off first to have the title to then sell it. And you're going to need to get probably a small loan to do this if you're underwater.
It sounds like he might need a decent, like depending on what it's worth. If it's truly only worth $8,000, which still
That feels super low.
It does.
Is it because of the used car market slowing down?
I'm not sure. It's that's what I got on Kelly Blue Book, and I was pretty disappointed. It's a 2011 Mercedes-Benz C-Class. I bought it because I thought it would get me more clients, make me feel more established. It was a stupid decision.
I've never once worked with a videographer because they drove a Mercedes. I work with them because their work was excellent.
Facts.
Yes.
Which I know you know that now.
Yeah.
But just for anyone listening out there who's like, whoa, if I get a Mercedes, more people want to work with me because they'll think I'm really successful.
That's what they do in real estate.
That's true.
That's what they do. They think the car makes them.
Well, those people are divas.
Yeah.
Okay, so Giovanni, you got your homework ahead of you, man. This is one of those stupid tax situations where you go, remember when I was a knucklehead at 18 and I made that stupid decision, never leasing a car again, gonna save up and pay cash for that used car and to get myself out of the situation.
That's right. And a key point that George made is, after, because you are going to have to pay some stupid tax on this. Hopefully it's not $8,000. Hopefully it's worth a bit more. But if you end up getting a loan to cover the difference, a $6,000 loan is better than being $17,000 in debt. But the key is the money that you gain from the sale of the car, that is your car budget. That's what you're spending on the next car, and you're paying for it cash. And then you got to pay whatever debt off, from getting out of that lease. And I gotta, for anybody listening, when it comes to car leases, you hear us say all the time. I mean, Dave used to say it's not a car lease, it's a car fleece, right? Because you're getting screwed. Right. You're getting screwed every way that this thing can get you. And I think a lot of people don't realize this, because I'll be honest, back in the day, Giovanni, I thought that car leases were for rich people. I thought that was the way. Like, if you want to show your status, you get a car lease. Boy, was I wrong. I was so wrong, because they get you 4 ways. If you're out here listening and you don't understand this, car leases get you 4 ways. Number one, he's got a used lease, but most people lease a brand new car, right? And a lot of us don't realize this, but the cost of that goes down 60 to 70% in the first 4 years. So they build that in. Then they add in interest, which they call cost of capital. And then they add in, their own profit, and then wear and tear. You're getting screwed, people.
Gross. Well, Giovanni, keep working your tail off on those side gigs to get as much income as you can. Sock away that cash so that you can get a beater car once that lease is out of your hair, man.